Good evening, people. It's April 8th, 2020. As you're probably all well aware, we're in the middle of a coronavirus hysteria, a mass panic, uh, a moment, as Gavin Newsom would call it, of unprecedented proportion, where in California, in Stanislaus County, and in most of the United States, our public officials, our governors, our sheriffs, our police chiefs, police officers, board of supervisor members, uh, city councils, mayors, are engaged in a tyrannical assault on the citizenry. You've been told to go home, stay home, shelter in place. Understand that while I appear to be not at home and not sheltering in place, and while Governor Newsom, all of your counties, your federal government will insist that in my occupation I'm an essential worker. I want you all to know all of your jobs are essential. The government has no authority to dictate whether you're essential or not. Your business and your employer's business, those are property. We have the state right. Well, we have natural rights, but our natural rights are codified in the state constitution. Uh, life, liberty, property, the pursuit of happiness, several things. Open up the California State Constitution, page 1. It's all right there. Article 1, Section 1. It's very easy to see. Was in a debate last night on YouTube with a gentleman. This gentleman was in disagreement with me. I've been pretty vocal that in Stanislaus County we have a tyrannical sheriff, that our sheriff is a traitor, that our sheriff is treasonous. Jeff Dirksey has been told these things by me personally. He's heard those words come out of my mouth. He's heard that he's a state actor. He's been told that he is the people's representative, that he is the protector of the people's rights. Even before COVID and even before he was bullying businesses through the Houston Police Services and the letters addressed as the public health officer and the videos that he's doing as the public health officer, insisting that we stay home, insisting that his deputies won't be enforcing the stay-at-home order, but then sending letters to businesses telling them they're in violation of the COVID orders, mandates from Governor Newsom. He's proving to be a tyrant. Even before COVID, the man requires you to follow state law in, in, uh, in opposition to the Constitution of the United States of America and the state of California. That's a tyrant. Having served in the military, Jeff Dirksey's given a pass. But I'm here to tell you, as an enlisted man, as an officer in the United States military, regardless of the branch, Jeff Dirksey took the same oath that my family members took. And those family members include multiples of uncles, father, brother, stepfathers, grandparents, great grandparents, cousins, and nephews and nieces, Jeff Dirksey took an oath to defend and protect the Constitution of the United States of America from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Today, Jeff Dirksey is a domestic enemy. Make no mistake. If you tell someone that they will be fined for opening their bar or restaurant in the city of Houston, California, you are a domestic enemy. At what point in time have we had enough, people? It's too much to allow the man to tread on us because he's a veteran. That only gets you so far when you're a man that lacks honor and lacks integrity and lacks intelligence, where the Constitution of the United States of America is concerned. California Constitution says that the United States Constitution is the supreme law of the land. But Jeff Dirksey's also sworn an oath to the California Constitution. He won't abide by it because in that oath, and understanding that the California state constitution gives us and codifies our natural rights, it also recognizes that we have natural rights that are codified in the United States Constitution. Jeff Dirksey's been a treasonous actor and a tyrant prior to the COVID outbreak. Citizens of Stanislaus County are required, if they would like to possess their weapon in a hidden fashion, to obtain a concealed carry permit from Mr. Dirksey. Citizens of the county of Stanislaus are forbidden from having armaments that the state of California deems unlawful. Mr. Dirksey and his deputies enforce state law in opposition to the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution, and they are enforcing Governor Newsom's idiotic, yes, idiotic mandates on coronavirus. Now, whether you believe that coronavirus came through Stanislaus County in November or December makes no difference. In neither constitution is there an authority for our governor, for our board of supervisors, or for our sheriffs to shut down the economy of our state, of our counties, or of our cities. No authority whatsoever. Those are tyrannical acts. Those acts, once you've sworn an oath to protect people's natural rights, are treasonous. Because you're acting in opposition of the government established by the people. You're acting in opposition to the natural rights that you were elected to protect. I'm sick and tired of the ignorant people in California District 10, in Stanislaus County, in the state of California. People need to do their research. They need to learn our history. They need to learn that the sheriff predates the United States Constitution. That the sheriff is the chief official of the county. elected to protect our rights, elected to tell the tyrants, go away. But when your sheriff is the tyrant, you're screwed. Everyone else gets to get away with everything that the sheriff thinks is okay. I would love nothing more than a recall campaign against Jeff Dirksey. But I'd have to recall every member of the political class in Stanislaus County. Want to talk about District 10? District 10's a joke. U.S. District 10. Okay? We've had the Republican candidate suspend his campaign to do charitable work. And while charity is important during these times, the man still needs the campaign. And he still needs to be professing the things that I'm talking about, the things that I'm discussing. He still needs to be calling out where we are being violated. If you're going to run a campaign exactly how Josh Harder's going to run a campaign, how am I to expect you're going to be any different than Josh Harder once you get there? We need to hear you're going to protect our natural rights. We need you to discuss the things that I've discussed with you, our lack of representation. The point that I always make, that the Apportionment Act of 1911 and subsequently the Apportionment Act of 1929 froze the people's voice in the United States government. We need to hear you discuss that subsequently in 1913, the Constitution was violated once again when it was amended to allow the direct taxation of the people, essentially destroying the state's check on the federal government. We need you to discuss, Mr. House, the fact that the popular election of senators took the state's voice out of Congress. And we need you, if you're so inclined, and if you want to be so badly our representative, to help educate us, or to direct members of the district to people like me that will educate them. We need you to include people like me in your campaign. We need you to seek out individuals like me that are going to help make this district better. Not by handing out bread, not by visiting our lonely neighbors, but by ensuring this nation functions as intended. By calling out our sheriffs, by calling out our mayors, and by calling out our police chiefs when they behave in a tyrannical manner. I said on the night of the primary, well, actually the next day, when the results came out, you can take Josh Harder by 20%. And I've told others that support you the fact. You can take Josh Harder by 20% if you do what's necessary. But guess what, chump? You're too busy running around playing everybody's best friend. And if you play their best friend like Josh plays their best friend, half of that 20 is going to each of you, and it's a wash. I hope you listen. I hope somebody gets this video to Mr. Ted House. If you're watching the video, run over there and smash that like button. Hell, smash the hate button. I don't care. Smash a button. Tell me if you like what I got to say. Tell me if you don't like what I got to say. My words aren't based in opinion. I overanalyze everything. And I don't make videos because, oh, well, I might offend this person or that person. Well, guess what? We're past the point of offending people. They have their foot on our necks and they're squeezing. They are changing our nation on a fundamental level right now. 0 deaths in Stanislaus County. Your grocery stores are closing before you can get to them if you're an essential employee. Remember I said earlier, I'm essential and every job is essential. Every employee is essential. You won't hear that from Mr. House. You won't see that on any candidate's page. On any candidate's fucking statement to you. You will not see that. You will not hear from any city council member, from any mayor, from any governor. It's passion and my throat's dry. Guess what? It's not COVID. But you won't hear the things I'm saying coming from no politician. None. Justin Quigley, somebody get this video to Justin Quigley. You got a Facebook page, Justin Quigley for Surrey City Council. We're in the same district. Not that we need to have district elections for council members because the state of California mandated it for cities much larger than ours. We could still have at large elections for city council. But you're in my district. I tried to get a hold of you. Are you running or not? Shit or get off the pot. Because if you're not, I will. If you are, one of us needs to run for mayor. The other needs to run for city council. And let's take the city of Surrey back. We'll start there. And then we'll take the damn county back. I've had it. I will adjust my schedule to make Ceres great again, to make the county of Stanislaus great again, and to start running out some of these lily-livered pansies that running our business. A lot of these men lack honor and lack integrity. And the scummiest among them is our sheriff. I was asked if I was a veteran, if I served, if I this, if I that. Because that man was a veteran and that man served. Well, my political opinion is no less important than someone who served or someone who didn't. And to bring up that question in a political argument is ignorant, and disrespectful. Subscribe to my channel. Share it with your friends. Ask them to subscribe. Now that I figured out how to do this from the cab of the truck, we might just do something every day. Need to figure out how to get my cousin over at Cast Enemy, who may or may not have differing political views, to have an open dialogue. I think we need to do shows together. I think we at least need to interview each other, get our audiences commingling. Because I guarantee you there's tyranny going on in Sonoma County. And I don't care what party you are or what your political views are. We can't let our natural rights be trampled. So there's a couple birthdays out there. I don't know if I mentioned Michelle's birthday today. Happy birthday, Michelle. My buddy Joe J. Marr, wherever you're at in Arizona, I missed your birthday on Facebook yesterday. So happy birthday, my man. He's got the channel Breaking the Matrix. Follow that channel. People need to follow Chris Ann Hall and watch her channel. Probably ought to tune into Quite Frankly's channel once in a while. Want to know something? PM me. I don't know. I'll research it. I do know traffic's great, so if you're in a so-called non-essential job and you're telecommuting, please, please beg your employer to continue telecommuting. Traffic is wonderful. Truck drivers love people staying at home. The patriot in me wants you all back out on this 580 clogging it up. All of you that need to be anyways. Pocket constitutions are cheap, people. Cheap. The state of California Constitution can be had on Amazon for $10. Get it. Read it. Understand it. You have a question about something, read it again. These documents were written so that the layman understood them. Seek out the ratification discussions. Understand that the words in those documents have meaning. This thing goes on much longer. People are going to be out of money. Inflation's already coming. That's $70,000 three-quarter ton pickup. It's $100,000 next year. When your contractor has to buy a pickup that's $100,000, price of construction goes up. That doesn't mean the laborer's making more money. That doesn't mean that your elected officials have the money to bail you out either. They don't spend everything they got. Everything they got. They're spending money that are, guys like me in our 40s, our grandkids ain't even earned yet. I don't talk to my daughter very often at all. 18-year-old young lady. Pissed off. Pissed off about the direction that things are going. Does not understand why it's such a big deal. Why we can't be given the information to practice safe and sane hygienical practices and go about our lives as normal. 20-something-year-old friends of mine feel the same way. And the seniors that went through World War II and the atrocities of Adolf Hitler feel the same way. Hit me up, share the video, smash the like button, smash the dislike button. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you want to know. First Amendment, though, don't apply on my page. Don't apply on my channel. It's my channel. If I want to silence you, I'll silence you. The discussion only goes so far. And once you start being stupid, we're done. Some people already been blocked in the past because they're stupid. Look at that. If you drive truck, get you a pre-pass. $16.99 a month or something. It's wonderful. I didn't save me no time now. Scales closed. Do not enter. If you like what I had to say, share it everywhere. I'm out. We'll talk later.